FTB Film Study is brought to you by the sports medicine specialists at Concierge Medical Associates. Whether you're a weekend warrior or an elite level athlete, let Dr. Stephen Murphy and his board-certified team of specialists keep you at the top of your game. Schedule an in-person or remote consultation at conciergemedical.ai.
What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about Penn State, the Tom Allen defense against Illinois. Let's talk about how the second half was like watching what we like to call a professor at work or a chess master. Let's talk about the communication issues they were having early, how they fixed things. Let's talk about personnel packaging. And man, let's just talk about getting that D-line going. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, comment. Can't wait to hear from you. So we're going to really break down Tom Allen, the defense that he had in the second half against Illinois. Let's talk about the pressures and let's talk about the schematics and how things started to click and how he started putting his personnel in situations I thought that were really good. Here we go. Let's talk about it. We're going to go straight to the second half, third quarter. Let's talk about how Penn State's defense is starting to finally, what I consider, crack its potential. So right now what you're seeing Zane Durant, okay? Zane Durant's a defensive tackle, and he basically beats the offensive lineman. And so here's how it works. They're just running wide zone, okay? Illinois is running wide zone. You can see how everyone's pressing themselves. You're going to get a combo, okay? You're going to get a combo. But the problem was they had to cut this guy off on the backside. And, you know, an undersized defensive tackle gets through the gap as quick as he can, and he causes commotion in the backfield. Now, do they get positive yards? Yes. But that is a phenomenal play. I want to show you this. Look how he plays himself off. Watch the explosive first step. Watch how he gets through the line. But again, it gets them behind the chains. All right, so now it's second down and 13. Okay, same drive. So H-back goes across the formation. All right, H-back goes across formation. It's a check with me. All right, Illinois looks to the sideline. They find their OC. But what I really, really like is that the communication stays the same. They just look at it, they make the communication, it's easy adjustment, okay? DBs understand what's happening, they're talking to each other, which was an issue we had seen previously this year. They're staying in the exact same scheme, front, and blitz package. I really like how they stayed with it. So again, when they stayed with it, they're very confident in what they do. Second down and long, okay? More than likely not going to run the ball. They know that, okay? They get themselves on a blitz off the edge. The avoidance of the H-back, tries to get in the quarterback's face. Probably thought he could have got more of this ball than he got. He got a little piece of it. I love how they got themselves through traffic. The corner's still here, but if you watch, is the safety was down to play. Even though he saw and he went back and did what he was supposed to do, he still had an opportunity to make a play, even if the outside linebacker missed this play, okay? Now it's third down, same drive. Let's talk about the blitz package. Okay, third and 13. That is an offensive coordinator's nightmare and a defensive coordinator's dream come true. So what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of blitzing. You're going to notice very simply that Abdul Carter is playing off the line in a two-point stance. We saw some of this last year. But really what I like is the threat of him coming off the line. Look at the pressure looks. You have 6 dudes at the line of scrimmage. You have 4 over the top. All right, and what he does is he brings a pressure from the weak side boundary corner, okay, and it's what's really fun about this is it's not an outside pressure, it's an inside pressure, and that's so impressive and hard to do. Defensive end gets out, corner comes into B gap, that means the running back has to pick it up. Now the quarterback has to step up into the pocket. He's getting a feel for this pressure, but you have 4 over the top coverage. Again, great coverage. Great coverage. Safeties play inside. Look, they even jumped it. I know it got tipped by Abdul Carter, but let me tell you, the impressive part was notice how he was jumping that route no matter what. They were in great shape, even if we didn't get the tipped ball at the line. But what made this play was the corner blitz into B gap, the outside backer coming to C, the defensive tackle coming into A. And what it did was it created this pressure system that rallied everything back to Abdul Carter. So again, it wouldn't have mattered. That dig concept was there, okay? But look how we rallied to it. See how he has to step up in the pocket, They're still on everything that they see. Abdul Carter in the middle making the play. He gets all the publicity, but what made that play was up front. Okay, so here we go. Now we're still in the third quarter. It's 1st and 10. All right, this is just a simple tight zone play. Okay, they're going to try to kick the edge, but I want you to look at how everything gets fit here. Watch how the line does not change. They're playing football at the line of scrimmage, not behind it. But I'm even more impressed with how the linebackers fit off the D-line. Because, again, when you get this zone play, this guy's supposed to stay gap sound, and he doesn't. He folds back in. The linebacker gets over the top. So, again, going back to effective communication is really what's causing this thing to be so successful. And now, guess what? You've got a great play by your linebackers. You've got secondary help coming in, so safety help is coming inside hard. And again, you're putting yourself behind the chains. All right, so this is a good one right here. This is a 1st and 10. I want you to watch how Abdul Carter is standing up. Watch how he plays games. And I felt like he had him in what we like to call a spy look the whole time. I felt like he was spying the quarterback a lot during the game to just take away any kind of maybe quarterback run game Illinois was looking at, things like that. But we're going to bring our boy back. Our man Zane Durant coming through. Look, watch the move. He's in a 3, which means he's outside the guard. Watch him press. 1, 2. Get himself a nice quick swim move over the left guard. Center can't help because he's looking at Abdul Carter. Abdul sits back. You get an easy sack. Again, what people don't understand, what makes this play? Well, the center's supposed to come over and help, but he can't because he sees Abdul Carter coming, so he has to lay off and put himself into that gap. He should have been there to help, but he wasn't because of the absolutely great scheme. All right, so now we're behind the chains again. 3rd down and 9. All right, this calls for 4 over the top, and we like to call this mayhem. A lot of people call this the radar defense because everything just kind of blips in front of you and looks like a radar, but it looks like he's bringing everybody. Is he bringing everybody? Who knows? H-back's trying to communicate with the quarterback. They don't know who to block. This is a block thing, okay? See, they're trying to communicate. He's making a mic point. All right, which guy do we call the mic backer, and how do we adjust to this? So, again, they're calling the mic. Guess what? It don't freaking matter because they bring more than they can block, and they rally behind. Again, when you do this, you're allowing some underneath coverages to kind of be lesser. But again, I really like how that safety squatted on the 1st down marker. This was a phenomenal football play. Absolutely love what they did. Okay, so here we go. Next play, it's 3rd down and 4. Runner pass. Illinois is a pretty physical football team, but watch. I want you to watch how they play the toss play. Okay, you get buried inside. You beat the down block. Problem number 1. So that means that the guy pulling, the tackle pulling here, he has to take the guy because the tight end missed. So there's one guy missing. So you guarantee yourself there's one man running free here. All right, that's his guy. So that's the one man running free. He steps up, makes the play. All right, the next great thing I loved about it was the center couldn't get to the linebacker in time because, again, bad communication issues. This should have been so simple. All right, you should have had the down block. He should have been here. Tackle should have wrapped. Okay, this guy should be here. But again, what happened? Great play, great gap fitting by Penn State. Okay, here we go. 4th down and 6. You're getting motion over the top. They're determining that's man coverage. It's easy determination of man. You're getting a radar front up front. You've got Abdul Carter playing in a 2-point stance. And here we go. You've got 5. You've got 7. Are they going to release it? Are you at 7-man protection? A 7-man protection. But what I really love about this is that this corner knew he had help on the inside from the backside corner and the safety, and he could pass this guy on. This was a bluff coverage. They bluffed the guy to throw the outside, knowing he'd probably hit the slant. All right, the nickelback could pass everything off. He passes it, and boom, pick. Now, stupid penalty. Stupid penalty against a Michigan and Ohio State. This is going to come back to haunt us. But man, let's talk about the communication. Let's talk about bluffing the coverage. Let's talk about falling off and picking a slant route. That's all coaching. Watch how he plays it. So he sees 3 slants, but he knows he has help on the inside from number 1. He knows that this guy right here is what we call a robber, which means he's going to rob anything in the middle underneath because he has help over the top. So what does he do? He passes it right off to the robber, jumps the route, wham! That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. So here it is, the last drive of the game, okay? It's 1st and 10. We're getting radar front because it's a 21-7 game. I just want to talk about the pressure package. Look at what's happening here. First of all, Abdul Carter standing up in a 3, gives him the swipe and swim. Stupid move. Stupid move. But then you're bringing the safety down into the box. Now that allows the safety to have one-on-one with the running back. The problem is the running back's got his eyes on Abdul Carter. You've got Cummings coming the edge. We're closing the gap down. You get a safety blitz and a safety sack, all because Abdul Carter is in a stand-up position, forcing people to do things they don't want to do. I love the pressure packages. Okay, here we go. 3rd and long. It's the last drive. Let's talk about what happens. All right, so we know we're in some form 4 over the top look like he ran that game in a radar package. You can tell that he was really planning on this during the week, and I really loved it. So here we go. Who's coming, who's not? 6-man protection. You're bringing 4, but look at how confusing this is. First of all, don't ever let your running back have to block a defensive end one-on-one by himself. Number 2, don't ever let Abdul Carter spy this quarterback and do what he wants coming around the edge. And then it's over. He tucks the ball. He launches it. No chance. We're jumping everything because, again, if you go back and look at the first part of this play, you got 4 over the top. They're going to play over the top of anything and jump anything late. I absolutely love the play call. I love the blitz scheme. What he's doing is he's forcing one-on-ones. But really, I'm going to show you what made this play. You brought 33 on what we call a long stick. He came inside 2 gaps. You brought the outside backer off the edge. And Abdul is going to find himself in an open alley, forcing the issue. Guys, that's good freaking football. I loved every second of it. Tom Allen was on fire with his calls.